This video is about demonstrating the knowledge of a triangle inequality and understand the relationships between sides and angles of a triangle. So the angle-side relationships, the bigger the side, the bigger side is across from the bigger angle, and the smaller side is across from the smaller angle. So we're going to order the segments from shortest to longest, so we're going to use our angles. So angle E is 49 degrees. That's the smallest angle, which is across from the smallest side. The next big angle is 63 degrees. So 63 is our middle side length. And then our largest angle is 68 degrees, which is across from the longest side. So when I name sides, remember we're naming segments. So our shortest side is RD, and then RE, and then DE. It's okay if you switch the order of each segment letter. Number two, before I can place my segments from shortest to longest, I need to know my missing angle. So I know that all the angles in a triangle are 180, so I'm going to subtract the angles I know. So I have 180 minus 96 minus 51, and I get an angle measure of 43 degrees. So my shortest side is across from 43 degrees. My middle side's across from 51 degrees. And my longest side is across from 96 degrees. So when I label my sides, I have the shortest side is SE, the middle side is SA, and the longest side is EA. Now, in number 3, in order to get my side lengths, I need to solve for x. So I'm going to use all of the angles, and I'm going to add them to 180 because I know all the angles in a triangle are 180 degrees. So I have x squared plus 4x plus 5 plus 98 equals 180 degrees. So when I combine like terms, x squared plus 4x plus 103 equals 180. I can subtract 180 from both sides, so x squared equals 4x minus 77. So two numbers that multiply negative 77 and add to 4 are negative 7 and positive 11. So when I solve for x, I switch the sign, so x is 7 or x is negative 11. If I was to use negative 11, I would get a negative angle measure here, so x is not equal to negative 11. It's only equal to positive 7. So when I put 7 in for my angles, 7 squared is 49, and 4 times 7 plus 5 is 33. So I'm going to order my sides from smallest to largest. So the angle that is 33 degrees is across from the shortest side. 49 is the middle side, and 98 degrees is the longest side. So when I order my sides then, I would have CB, CU, and then BU. Now let's just try going the other direction. We're going to order the angles from smallest to largest. So we're going to use the sides to help us order. So 8 is the shortest side, and it's across from the smallest angle. 15 is the middle side, which is across from the middle angle. And 17 is the longest side, which is across from the largest angle. So angle H is my smallest, and then angle T, and then angle A. Same thing in number 5. So 6.1 is the smallest side, 6.3 is the middle side, and 7.4 is the longest side. So I have angle Y is the shortest, and then angle M, and the largest angle is angle C. In number 6, before I can start labeling my angles, I need to know the side length. So I'm going to use the perimeter, and I'm going to add up all of the sides and set it equal to my perimeter. So I have 4x plus 5 plus 3x plus 2 plus 15 plus 2x is equal to 49. So when I combine like terms, I get 9x plus 22 equals 49. I can subtract 22 from both sides. So I get 27 when I divide. X is 3. Once I know X is 3, I'm going to label my sides with their side length. So 4 times 3 plus 5 is 17. 3 times 3 plus 2 is 11. And 15 plus 2 times 3 is 21. So my smallest angle is across from the shortest side. My middle angle is across from the middle side. And my largest angle is across from the longest side. So my angles would go in order of F, L, and Y. Triangle inequality. The sum of the two smaller sides must be greater than the third side length in order to form a triangle. They cannot be equal, they cannot be smaller, they have to be larger. So in number 9, I'm going to take my two smaller sides, 5 plus 8 must be greater than 12. Well, 13 is greater than 12, so this forms a triangle. Number 10, I have the sides 12, 13, and 26. So my two smaller sides, 12 plus 13, need to be greater than 26, but they only add to 25, which is not greater than 26, so no, this does not form a triangle. Number 11, I have the sides 5, 10, and 15, so 5 plus 10 needs to be greater than 15. Well, that only gets me 15. 15 is not greater than 15, so this also does not form a triangle because the numbers can't be equal. They have to be bigger. So let's use triangle inequality to describe the possible side lengths of the third side of a triangle. So in my triangle, I have the sides 12, 15, and then x. I need to know what that other side is. So I need to know what's the smallest number it could possibly be and what's the largest number it could possibly be. So I'm going to set up 3 inequalities. So I have 12 plus 15 is greater than x, 12 plus x is greater than 15, and 15 plus x is greater than 12. I'm going to solve for x in each case. So I have 27 is greater than x is greater than 3, and x is greater than negative 3 because I subtract 15. Now, this inequality, x is greater than negative 3, does not work because if I picked another negative number like negative 1, while it's greater than negative 3, remember that x is representing a side length, and I can't have a negative side length. So right now it says that 27 is greater than x, and x is greater than 3. So another way to write that first inequality is 27 is less than x. So a way to think about this is that x is between two values, 27 and 3. Now, there's a shortcut to get these numbers. To get the first number, we can subtract the two given sides. And to get the end number, we can add them. So let's try number 11. Two sides of the triangle are 19 and 7. Find the third side. So we're going to put x in the middle. When I subtract my sides, 19 minus 7 is 12. And when I add my sides, I get 26. So x has to fall between those two numbers in order to form a triangle. Number 12, can the sides of a triangle have 10, 19, and 8? Use complete sentences to enter why or why not. So the two shorter sides are 10 and 8, but 10 plus 8 is less than 19. And remember that needs to be greater than 19. So could this form a triangle? No, because the sum of the two shorter sides is not greater than the third side. Number 13, use the distance formula to find the side length of the triangle whose vertices are given. So remember the distance formula is x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. So in our triangle, we have triangle DRY. So I need to find the side length of DR first. So the side length of DR would be 6 minus 6 squared plus 4 minus negative 2 squared, which would get us 0, because 6 minus 6 is 0, 0 squared is 0, plus 6 squared, which is 36, which gives us the square root of 36, so the side length would be 6. The next side is ry. So ry, we have 4 minus 6 squared plus 4 minus 4 squared. And that would get us a side length of 4 plus 0, square root of 4, which is 2. And our last side is dy. And to find the length of dy, we do the distance formula again. So I have 4 minus negative 2 squared plus, 4 minus 6 squared, and then 4 minus negative 2 squared. So 4 minus 6 is negative 2 squared is 4, plus negative 4 minus negative 2 is 6 squared is 36, which gives us a square root of 40, which is equal to 6.32. So based on the side lengths, we can classify this triangle as scalene because all of the sides are different. And then we need to place the angles in order from smallest to largest. So remember the smallest angle is across from the smallest side. So we'd have angle D, the middle angle would be angle Y, and the largest angle is across the longest side, which would be angle R.